Clope and Nidek Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school girls varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We are here at Lehman Catholic High School, where the Perry Commodores will take on the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, and NKTelco. Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this. And my name is Jeff Henshin, and alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman. We have tonight's game that features the Commodores of Perry out of the Northwest Central Conference and the Cavaliers of Lehman Catholic in their first season out of the Three Rivers Conference. And Brandon, both teams, it's early in the season, but both teams are winless tonight, so something's going to give. Neither team, wants to have a consecutive losing streak to start the season. And right now, Lehman Perry comes in with the lone loss against Fort Jennings, 38-31.
Yeah, Coach John Barney's coming in. They lose to Fort Jennings 39-31. They play in a pretty tough Northwest Central Conference. It's pretty comparable, I think, to this Three Rivers Conference and type of competition you see. So I really think the interesting thing about tonight's matchup is I think you're going to see similar styles, and that'll be really the most interesting part of this game is that, they lose 0-1 to Fort Jennings, and you look on the flip side for Lehman, you see they're 0-2. Lehman, really, they've lost to Mississinawa Valley 55-32. They lost to Parkway 47-29. They scored in the low 30, the high 20s, low 30s. They want to get a little more offense, and they want to play a little better defense. This is also a new Lehman roster, too, with first-year head coach Mark Hayes, after you see longtime coach Craig Hall depart after this year. And there's some faces that return after last year. Heidi Toner, I think, is a player to look at. Carolyn Wesner, Colleen O'Leary, Taylor Geisey, I think, are a couple key players that Coach Mays will look for, or Coach Hayes, excuse me.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle here early in this season, and these two schools were in the same conference last year, but as I mentioned earlier, the Lehman Catholic now part of the Three Rivers Conference that features Bethel, Covington, Miami East, Milton Union, North Ridge, Riverside, and Troy Christian. And that conference, Brandon, is named after what three rivers?
We talked about this earlier.
And I showed you.
And he showed me. They're the Stillwater, and the other one was, I know the Stillwater, and we talked about this earlier.
Great Miami.
Great Miami was the other one. And we're doing a little Aflac trivia, I think.
Well, yeah, and I lost track of it. It's the Great Miami, Mad River, yes.
I was going to say, yes, Mad River, Stillwater.
That's what the conference is named after to represent this new conference that Lehman Catholic plays in. Again, this is their first season in that conference. So with that said, we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidek Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidek is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidek Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidek.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Welcome back here as we get ready for the starting lineups. First, the Perry Commodores wearing the road jerseys tonight, the red jerseys, white numbers trimmed in blue. First up, number 2, a junior 5'5" Bryce James. She had 13 points in their opening season loss. Next is number 3, a sophomore 5'5" Miani Hall. Next is number 13, a sophomore 5'11" Mary Hurston. Number 23, a sophomore 5'9" Lexana Lee. Number 45, a junior 5'8" Dana Patton rounds out the Commodore starting lineup under head coach John Behrens in his 4th season. Now, for the home team tonight, Lehman Catholic. Number 5, sophomore Mara O'Leary. Number 11, a junior Caroline Wessner.
Number 15, 5'8", a freshman, Layla Blackfoot.
Number 15, a freshman, Layla Plattfoot.
5'6", a sophomore, Taylor Geisey.
22 is a sophomore, Taylor Geisey.
Number 44, 5'11", a senior, Heidi Toner.
44, a senior, Heidi Toner rounds out the Cavaliers starting lineup. Again, they are coached by Mark Mays in his 1st season of coaching here at Lehman. He's assisted by Chris Lee, JV coach Chad Plattfoot, and also Tia Toner. Before we get our opening tip, let's go through our keyhole keys to the game.
Well, thanks, Dave. And first, looking off for the Commodores, they want to limit turnovers. They don't want to give Lehman extra opportunities. They want to win the rebounding battle, and they want to play sound defense as well. And looking on the flip side, sorry, Jeff, and looking on the flip side there for the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers, they want to cut down on turnovers. They want to play good defense. They haven't been satisfied with their defense. They're giving up 55 points to Mississinawa on 47 to Parkway and make free throws. And excuse me, Jeff, I think I've done too many games with Dave Helmstetter, and this is the first one we've done this year. I think that I'm so used to saying thank you, Dave, since he has given me the keys to the game so many times.
Nonetheless, thank you, Brandon, for delivering our keys to the game tonight. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, and the game opens up with a turnover as Perry Commodores caught it on the left side of your screen and then dribbled across the timeline there, the blue line in the middle, which is a violation, the first turnover of the game. Cavaliers go to work with an errant shot there by Plattfoot, her first attempt off the mark, a nice pass, but they come up without points, and now Commodores will face a Lehman Catholic zone defense.
And going to that zone, trying to work on playing solid, sound defense, keeping the Perry Commodores in front of them.
Shot taken by number 45, Dana Patton, off the mark. Backside rebound was Mara O'Leary. So the Cavaliers now in their 2nd possession. They face, it appears to be man-to-man defense, and it is. With the basketball now is Plattfoot. Over to Wessner. Toner, the lone senior on the court. 3-point shot taken and made. Sophomore Mara O'Leary.
That was a good possession there by Lehman. They run through the offense to get a wide open shot.
Hustling down the floor in transition. They try to connect with Geisey. The pass from Plattfoot a little too strong. Turnover will give it back to the Commodores. Each team with a turnover here to start. And now some full court 1-3-1 pressure put on by Coach Mark Mays' squad. Coach Mays in his 1st year here at Lehman, but talked to him before the game. He has 40-plus years of coaching at various levels of basketball in his 1st year here at Lehman. There was a personal foul against Toner. Number 44, the senior, will pick up her 1st foul.
And really, Lehman over the past couple years have been that team where in that Northwest Central Conference, they sat over around that 500 mark. You know, it's interesting moving to the Three Rivers Conference to see where that'll be. There'll be some great competition in that league.
shot was blocked, but the rebound stays with the Commodores, and burying the second chance opportunity is Miani Hall. Sophomore ties it up, or brings them, I should say, at 3-2 as the shot taken now by Mara O'Leary is off the mark on her layup attempt. And the held ball will keep it with the Cavaliers. Mentioned Mark May's 40 years of coaching. That involves boys and girls junior varsity at Tip City, varsity experience at Bethel, and also a couple years at Troy Christian, and now here at Lehman. Turnover on the Commodores. Brandon helped me out last bucket by the Cavaliers.
That was by Heidi Toner.
Number 44 gets her
She
first
got it on the
points
block
again.
there. Yep.
4-2, although now Brandon, shouldn't the score be 5-2?
It should be, yes, it should be. They do have it off.
O'Leary, Mara O'Leary, now a triple and a deuce. And now the score does read 7-2. Good ball movement by the Cavaliers. Good ball movement here by the Commodores against the press. James shot off the mark.
I think early on you've seen really aggressive play from Lehman. You can tell Coach Mark Hayes down there has a really command of this team, or Mays, excuse me, has a command of this team, and you can see how he has coaching experience that is beyond 40 years. You know, you talked about Jeff.
Yeah, it's a long time being involved with basketball. He's also a motivational speaker. As the Commodores now will try to cut into his 5-point lead as they pick up a personal foul on Caroline Westner, her first. And at the free throw line, Miani Hall, 2 shots. First one is short. The game's first substitute will be number 5, Rayma Purnell, a junior, as Coach Behrens has no seniors on the squad. 7 sophomores, 3 juniors. He said it's just a youth movement right now, and it's going to be point guard by committee. They graduated a point guard last year and still searching for someone to kind of take control of that role as Hall connects on 1 of 2 free throws. Her 3rd point of the game. Pressure put on by the Commodores, and Cavaliers do a nice job, Brandon, breaking the press.
They do, and they've really broke down Lima pretty easy with nice, slow, methodical ball movement, getting down the floor, and they get a deflection and a nice opportunity to potentially score here.
Inbounds goes to Westner. Her shot off the mark. Rebounded by Westner, so they'll get another look, a triple try. That rattles in and out by Geisy. Another offensive rebound. Geisy will pull up from 14 off the glass and good. Probably 4 opportunities there. So numerous rebounds, probably about 3 offensive rebounds before finally Geisy, a sophomore, picks it off the glass. And another turnover committed by the Commodores. Good steal in the backcourt by number 15, Layla Plattfoot.
You give Lehman 4 opportunities to score, they're probably going to, any team's going to score there.
I was going to say, you give any team that has some sense of skill, they're going to take advantage of it.
They're getting nice spacing, too. That's a nice wide-open shot. Lehman is running their offense very nicely here so far.
Westner with a long 2-point miss on that opportunity, but this time the Commodores get the defensive rebound, and an errant 3-point shot taken by Purnell by the Commodores comes up short, so they've struggled here on offense as there's a body contact. Foul goes against Miani Hall, her first. Team's first.
Lehman's looked very efficient here so far from the field. I have them shoot 4 of 9. They're controlling the glass 6 of 3 right now. Done a really nice job of running through their offense here early on. And Lehman, if they want to take that next step, I think they've kind of been floating around that 500 mark. If they want to be consistently over 500, I think it's been taking that next step offensively, and they're really spreading the floor out a little more. And I think they've done a nice job of that early on in this game.
Substitutes for Lehman Catholic, number 14, Colleen O'Leary. She's a senior. And for Perry, Alexa Burgess. She's a sophomore into the game. Baseline jumper taken by Geisy is off the mark. The offensive, the rebound will be a team rebound for the Cavaliers, as it will stay with them underneath their own basket. And Geisy, wearing number 22, will inbounds the basketball. Plattfoot back to Geisy. Nice back and forth action as Plattfoot shot off the mark. Rebounded by Plattfoot. but she will fall down. That's an automatic travel, but good ball movement between Geisy and Plattfoot. Good use on the bounce pass, Brandon.
Yeah, and Lehman's always used that bounce pass really well. I mean, typically, I've seen Lehman use, I think, a bounce pass Lehman girls more than any other girls team in the area. So that is pretty typical of them. And Lehman Perry does a nice job breaking that press, but an even better block there by Layla Plattfoot.
15 on 15. Plattfoot of Lehman Catholic defends or deflects Alexis Burgess's shot as the battle of 15s go against each other. Now, you mentioned a bounce pass, but before that, we'll watch a clean block here. Good job by Plattfoot swatting it in the air, not getting contact on the hand. Another block shot, I believe that time by O'Leary.
Yep.
And then there's a personal foul, number 11, Gordon, and that's her first timeout on the court will be taken by Perry. It's a full timeout. We'll take one with him. You're watching high school girls basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to this Clopay and Nidek Minster sports presentation here on NKTelco Sports. That was a precision strip timeout, and right now it's been the Cavaliers dominating the action here, 9-3, but there's a bad pass. Good defense by number 15, Burgess, to get the steal. And then there's going to be a held ball, and the possession will stay with Perry. But good anticipation by Alexa Burgess to come out of that timeout and get the lazy, I shouldn't say lazy, just that long cross-court pass. And those are dangerous if they get intercepted. There's going back to defend.
And another turnover here by Perry. That's their 5th turnover of the night.
Lehman will try to capitalize. They're going to have to hustle here to get it across the timeline. That was a 10, so they spent a lot of time in the corner. They spent a lot of time, Brandon, in the corner following the steal.
Yeah.
That ate up probably a good 3 or 4 seconds there.
Yeah, they did. And that's what happens, too, when you have a player like Toner bringing the ball, holding on for a little long.
Zone defense by the Cavaliers in the white jerseys. As we have played just over 5 minutes of action here in the first quarter. Perry Commodores out the Northwest Central Conference. There's a turnover and a foul, so another turnover, Brandon, for the Commodores.
And that's one thing too. You commit a turnover, don't commit a foul. Don't add bad to worse, so to speak. And that's what Perry, I think, has done. Out of about half their turnovers, you've seen about immediate foul right afterwards.
Substitutes in for the Commodores. It looks like 13 and 23. Those are starters. Hurston, number 13, and Lee, number 23, back in for Coach John Behrens in his 4th season at Perry.
I think Toner right away stepped on the line.
Got real close here. She started hopping to the right.
Very close.
Got away with it if she did. Baseline drive, bounce pass to Plattfoot, back to O'Leary. This is Mara O'Leary, number 5. O'Leary shot short, and the defensive rebound goes to Hurston. And the Perry Commodores, again, trying to get off that 3 mark. They will not do it. Another turnover.
Yeah, rough first quarter handling the ball, too, there for Perry with 7 turnovers. Now, too, you play Friday. It's a little bit of a break into Tuesday, so 4 days off here for Perry. Takes a little bit to come back.
Toner will bring it down the court. Again, she is one of 2 seniors. Colleen O'Leary is the other senior, number 14. She was in earlier, but other than that, there's O'Leary right there. So speaking of O'Leary, she scores her first points of the game, and senior to senior, I believe, in that exchange. Perry does not have a senior on the roster. 11-3 to score, under 2 minutes to play first quarter. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman for this girls' Tuesday night battle. As a baseline jumper there was taken by Hurston off the mark, rebounded by the Cavaliers. Again, Toner now, good length, can handle the basketball, makes it difficult to defend. Thought maybe she was gonna let it fly. Cross-court pass will skip out of bounds, and Coach John Behrens was the recipient of that long cross-court pass.
I think he was fine with catching that.
Unfortunately for Lehman Catholic, it's a dead ball turnover. So, you limit anything getting going in transition, gives them a chance to set their 1-3-1 zone up, and I think it's kind of forced or sped up Perry a little bit at times, Brandon, to create some turnovers, just get it too fast maybe for themselves. And boy, long shot or a tough shot there by Bryce James. She had 13 in their opening game loss. That one all but in, and that would have been a big bucket to get them off three. They've been there since early in the first quarter. Good anticipation by Hall. She will finish on the left side with the right hand, and Miani Hall with all 5 Commodore points. And there's a 5-second turnover, so the Commodores will give it back. I'm sorry, the Cavaliers will give it back to the Commodores.
Now 7 turnovers each for both teams here tonight,
kind
of early on in the first quarter.
Not quite the giving season yet, is it?
No,
is
not
that next
quite.
week? We have
There's Thanksgiving.
Yes, that's true.
So maybe Lehman saying thank you for giving us the ball here. But, it is early in the season as well. I think that's one thing you do put into a factor here early on with the tough ball handling.
Toner being hounded by Purnell. She finds a crease and able to break the press. And there's a reach foul, a little bit too much contact by Bryce James.
I think Lehman's press on the defensive end has been good for them. I think that's something you haven't saw from Lehman girls in the past couple of years is that pressure that they want to be the aggressor. They've kind of played more conservative and methodical in the past couple of years, and I like the aggression I've seen from them early under this new coach here, Mark Mays.
Cavaliers fire a 3 from Plattfoot off the mark. Her three-pointer missed with the defensive rebound, Gordon. And before she gets her shot off, she will be whistled for the travel violation. The 17.9 seconds remain in this first of 4 8-minute quarters. Plattfoot, a freshman, gives it back to number 22, Geisy, a sophomore. A lot of youth on the court right now for both teams. Down to 3.5 seconds, and there's going to be a held ball. It'll stay with Lehman Catholic. They avoid the turnover, but have just 1.1 seconds to get a shot off.
And this is going to benefit Perry because the arrow's going to switch and go in their favor to begin the second quarter.
Catch and release. Toner, three-pointer, off the mark. There's the 8-minute buzzer at the end of 1 period of play. It is Perry 5, Lehman Catholic 11. You're watching girls basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Jewelry Barn, repairs, custom and in-stock items. Joe's Place 2. Wayne Trail Lincoln Electric. Brookside Laboratories, world leader in analytical services. Bombauer Fertilizer and Seed. Phone Doctors.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Clope and Nidek Minster welcome you back to this NKTelco presentation of high school girls basketball here from Lehman Catholic High School. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman. Brandon, 8 minutes are in the books. It's not been a pretty 8 minutes, but the Cavaliers find themselves on top by 6.
Yeah, they're led in scoring. Mara O'Leary, 5 points. Colleen O'Leary, 2 points. Taylor Geisy has 2, and Heidi Toner 2, and Miani Hall with all 5 points for the Commodores as Coach Mays takes a quick timeout.
We'll keep it here, and now give me a chance to go through some of our sponsors that allow us to bring you this telecast. As Lehman will get a 30-second timeout. They include Wegner's IGA. They will be our sponsor of our stats and recap that we have before, during, and after the game. Our timeout sponsor we're having right now is Precision Strip. Starting lineups tonight were brought to you by Sydney All Glaze Audiology. The replays that we will show are brought to you by Winners Meats. Our keys to the game this evening were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And as always, our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Our MVP sponsors, again, are Clopay and also Nidec Minster. And our 5-star recruitment sponsor is Crown Equipment Corporation. Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight it's interconference game between the Perry Commodores out of the Northwest Central Conference and the Lehman Cavaliers out of Three Rivers Conference. Good ball movement, shot taken by Wessner was missed. Offensive rebound, I believe, was by Plattfoot. She missed her shot, but then fell down. So that's a turnover. It's a couple shots taken by Lehman Catholic, a couple rebounds, and a turnover. So an empty trip for the Cavaliers, and that'll let them set up, though, in a 1-3-1 trapping defense.
And that trap defense has been phenomenal for them.
And we have 5 versus 5 as Mara O'Leary for Lehman and also number 5, Rayma Purnell battle, and they whistle Rayma Purnell of Perry with her first foul, team's 5th. Toner gets it in and loses it. And there's going to be a jump ball, so that'll stay with the Cavaliers. So they avoid the turnover. Pressure really, Brandon, making it difficult for both these teams.
Yeah, both of them have kind of had a hard time bringing the ball up the floor. You have 8 turnovers on the Lehman side, 10 on the Perry Commodore side. Again, we said it's early in the season, but it's been tough for them ball handling both here early on.
Ball handling, being a point guard, is tough work to do, especially in this day and age where the defense is so quick and physical that not a lot of people want to take that responsibility.
No, not at all.
Geisy shot no good. They get a defensive rebound, but Purnell falls down, so a shot attempt for the Cavaliers. A good rebound by the Commodores, but then another turnover will give the Cavaliers an opportunity with the ball underneath their own bucket. In for Perry's number 3, Miani Hall. Toner had the ball stripped away. We'll call that a turnover, I assume. Good hands by the Commodores. Just under 7 minutes to play until halftime. It was 11-5 at the end of the first quarter. Turnover, steal by Wessner, and she will finish. Caroline Wessner, junior, with her first points of the game. And Brandon, there's points off turnover and in transition.
And yeah, again, the 12 turnover there. Nice job by Wessner to jump the passing lane, and Wessner gets in the box score here.
I mentioned live ball and dead ball turnovers. The dead ball turnovers are much better to defend because you get a chance to send all 5 of your defenders back. That was a case where Wessner, the steal and the score, no one to stop her.
Exactly, and you see the aggression right there. Good job by Lima Perry being aggressive, trying to get to the hole here. Just haven't had as many shot attempts as the Cavaliers either, and they're only trailing by 8 to be fortunate here. Didn't get to the line. It's a nice job there done by Hurston right there.
First free throw, yes. And you mentioned the shot opportunities. Both teams have been giving, if you will, turning the ball over, but Lehman Catholic has come up with more offensive rebounds. Maybe haven't capitalized maybe too much on all those, but they definitely have had more volume of shots. Second one rattles out, rebounded by Mara O'Leary. And Heidi Toner will bring it up the court again. She's being defended by Gordon. Good hands, not only deflecting it, but coming up with a steal was Miani Hall. She's been very active, has number 3 for the Commodores. Mary Hurston is fouled in the act of shooting 3. That foul will go against Mara O'Leary, and 3 free throws for Hurston, who just was at the line to shoot 2.
And it must have been on the landing, I would assume, about after the shot. Must have affected after the shot. I was looking at the ball, but
we're still getting 3 shots. It was somewhere
during the shot.
Is that what you said?
Maybe,
okay.
yeah.
Good. Usually,
that's what I was thinking.
Usually the shot, an airborne shooter, the shot ends when they land to the ground. Now, if you guys are telling me it happened after.
I'm thinking she was coming down. I didn't see, but I was thinking maybe when she was in midway of coming down.
Well, that's still airborne, so that would be a shooting foul whether you have the ball or not. You're still airborne. Now, sometimes you'll see it. Players will land and then get boxed out because people think boxing out is putting your rear end into them and displacing them. Well, that's a foul. Take another look, I think, here. Yep, good call. She had not come down, and sliding under her was O'Leary. Joe Turner with a good call. One of our men in stripes tonight. A little bit of offense here by the Commodores. 4 free throws to start the quarter, Brandon, have cut the lead down now to 4.
Yeah, they're starting to get more turnovers, and Lehman needs to get back with what they were doing on early on. Good spacing and good cutting to the basket.
Well, yet another turnover stops the Commodore threat. Now, Lehman will go to work. Another pass into the hands of the defender. You talk about bounce passing. I don't know why people always want to throw the ball at other people's faces.
I agree with that.
Drop it where their hands are not. That's on the ground. Drop it down there. No one ever plays defense on their knees and crawls around like a baby. You got to throw it where their hands are not.
And I think, too, sometimes to make the passing lanes, something that I think Lehman's done in the half court is to make the passing lanes too small. And it's hard. They sometimes have struggled here in this game, I think, to space out in the half court.
And
they need to space out better.
And get open. Stand where your teammate can see you so they don't have to throw it through a wall or a tree or a body in this case.
Exactly.
But all comes with confidence, and there's another turnover, so hope you have enough lead in your pencil on that one.
There was a really good, it was right idea just on the overpass. They had good positioning on the inside for Patton.
Yeah, she had positioning. You're right. The pass maybe a little too flat. Need a little bit more teardrop to it. Baseline, she was maybe fouled there. Number 4,
Daria
Lee. She looked at the official, thought maybe she got contacted, but she stays with the Cavaliers. Daria Lee, number 4, sophomore into the game. And taking out now is Geisy. They get into Toner up top. 5 minutes even to play, second quarter. 3-point shot by Geisy, no good. Purnell, good defensive rebound. Hall will direct the offense here as Lehman has been just 1 basket here in the quarter. Commodores have come up with 4 made free throws, all by Hurston. Hall's triple, no good, off the back iron, rebounded by Plattfoot. 4-point game. Hall is defending Plattfoot. Boy, Hall's had some quick hands tonight.
No doubt
triple
about
by Geisy off the mark.
I think one thing, too, we see from Lehman, last year they only averaged shooting 5 threes a game. We've seen 6 from them now in the first half. And Hall getting a little physical there. Gets called for the
I think it was
foul.
Away from the ball. It was number 4.
Oh, it was.
Dalton, yep. Carly Dalton. Watch her. She's maybe going to send an illegal screen or just
right there on the inside, yep.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much arm swing as Hall or Dalton and also Plattfoot kind of tangled up. And just hope that no one gets too tangled up that you lose your composure.
Yeah.
Full court press now put on by the Commodores. Good job by Plattfoot to avoid dribbling into the trap zone right in front of us. And again, a chest pass where a bounce pass might have been a little bit softer to absorb, but good job by Plattfoot dribbling right in front of us. She stopped Brandon before she crossed the timeline. And just that little bit of stop and a crossover, able to find a crease and get across and give it to Toner to lead the break, if you will. They come up scoreless with the turnover, but a good decision by Plattfoot to avoid the trap zone.
And really, Lehman was very successful in the half court. Now the half court has been their death sentence here lately, trying to score in it.
It'll stay with Perry. 3 minutes, 38 seconds left until half. Again, it's been a game filled with turnovers, probably where each team has more turnovers than points.
Yeah, 15 on the side of Perry and 14 on the side of the Cavaliers. So you are right in that category, Jeff.
Tiana Gordon's baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by the Commodores, and going to the hoop and getting fouled is number 3, Hall, and she was fouled by Colleen O'Leary.
And now 6 fouls for each team, too, so each team going to be in the bonus the rest of this first half.
Back in for the Commodores, Bryce James, number 2. Good anticipation by Geisy. She will take it to the basket and draw the foul. Again, a live ball turnover. Very difficult to stop. Good anticipation by Geisy.
Now, credit Geisy there, too. Shed Hall was right on her hip the whole way down. She did a nice job of inviting that contact, drawing that foul. Nice job by Geisy there. She goes to the line for a pair. This is the first Lehman free throws of the ball game.
Back iron, no good. Too strong for Geisy. Sophomore will try again. She has 2 points. Those came back in the first quarter. And that one is good. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Geisy. In for the Commodores, number 13, Hurston. And now just man-to-man defense. Lehman had done some 1-3-1 press, but this time it was man-to-man, and losing her footing is James. That'll be a turnover.
It was the textbook way to break the press for Perry, but then unfortunately they had a slip and fall in the half court there, and James just falls down, but they did a nice job of getting the ball over the timeline, and you're like, oh, good job. You know, nice example there for Perry, but it's something they can use moving forward if they see that same pressure from Lehman. As the Cavaliers work on offense here.
Coach Mark Mays up, talking to his defense, and likewise, or I'm sorry, both coaches, I should say, up, almost in uniform or in unison. Mark Mays and John Behrens both have been aggressive or been boisterous, if you will, coaching their team here in the first half.
And Heidi Toner back in the ball game for Lehman, as well as number 5, Rayma Purnell.
Cavaliers basketball. Geisy will trigger the inbounds underneath her own hoop. She finds Toner. Long 2-pointer, no good, but an offensive rebound by number 11. Caroline Wessner keeps the possession alive for the Cavaliers. 3-point opportunity by Geisy, no good. Defensive rebound, but a turnover committed by the Commodores gives it back to the Cavaliers. Geisy's pull-up jumper from 15, no good. And the loose ball rebound will go out of bounds, so team rebound for the Commodores. And again, now Cavaliers will pick up, it appears to be man-to-man, yes. So long baseball pass down to Purnell. They get it over to Hurston. Around a couple would-be defenders, and a nice move by Mary Hurston.
That's, again, a nice job by her. She has 6 points now. Slowly get the ball up against the pressure. Nice job by Lima Perry.
Likewise on the other end, Colleen O'Leary. Nice move. Her shot, though, does not go in. Rebounded by the Commodores. They come down, have a chance to cut into the lead, and they will have free throws coming up as Toner commits the foul, and going to the line will be Carly Dalton for 2 shots.
A good call there by our referee, Joe Turner, and got the slap on the arm there, and now Dalton going to the line. Again, Perry controlling the opportunities to the free throw line as well. 5 of their 11 points have come from the charity stripe here so far.
That one off the mark. Watch a replay here. See once if Toner keeps her arm straight up, or if they, the slap down usually is almost automatic. And it's tempting. You just got to try to block the shot when it's in the air, not when it's still on the body of the shooter. And the arms have to be straight up, and when you lose that verticality, it's usually a personal foul. Both free throws are missed, and with the rebound was number 5, Mara O'Leary. So Lehman Catholic dodges the bullet there from the free throw line. A chance now to grow their 3-point lead. And they will not do that. The possession will be a turnover. So rough second quarter offensively for the Cavaliers. They've scored just 3 points after scoring 11 in the first 8 minutes.
Again, it's that spacing on offense. They got to have more spacing. I think they're too close with each other there.
Ball knocked away. The Commodores maintain possession. Minute, 30 seconds left until half. Quick catch and release by Gordon. Her three-pointer is short. And O'Leary, another defensive rebound for the sophomore.
And
open for three, number 11, Wessner. Her three-pointer off the mark. And then we'll say it went off of O'Leary. So team rebound will go over to the Commodores.
And I think, too, one thing you have saw is Lehman has dominated the boards as well here early on, 17-13 in favor of the Cavaliers.
Lee gets rid of it to Hurston, who has had a good second quarter. 6 points in a quarter for Hurston so far. Jump shot there by Gordon, well off the mark. Under a minute to play. Wessner with the basketball will run the Cavalier offense. Geisy for three. And there's a whistle underneath. Foul goes against the Commodores, I believe number 13, Hurston.
And Lehman struggled shooting lately. They have missed their last 10 field goal attempts. That's been a huge struggle for them.
One-on-one opportunity for O'Leary. She's had a handful of rebounds. Scored 5 points in the first quarter, a three-point basket and a two-pointer. And now she has scored for the cycle, if you will. A single, a double, and a triple.
Ha, that's a good way to put it. That'd be nice.
Second of two. Will not go. Rebounded by number 5, Purnell. Jump ball will keep it with Lehman, so another chance to score here in this possession.
The 19th turnover for Perry so far.
And the Cavaliers give it back as Geisy was looking for Toner, and I think Toner thought maybe someone was down deeper into the corner. She left it go, and that was another Cavalier turnover.
And the 16th one for Perry, as these teams need to keep pressuring because both of these teams have just struggled taking care of the ball. And here's a travel that Perry fortunately got away with for them.
Final 30 seconds. Lee up top to Hurston. Hurston. Back up top it goes to Dalton. Now they are down to nearly the final now 10 seconds of the half. Got to get a shot off here shortly. Hurston up to Dalton. Purnell with it, and it will be a whistle, or I'm sorry, the buzzer, and that will end the first half of action here at Lehman Catholic High School. Your scored half, Perry 11, Lehman Catholic 15. When we come back, we'll have the second half of action here on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Begin small engine repair in U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Breichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Orchard's Floor Store.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Nedick Minster. Clopay. Keyhole Pizza.
Welcome back to Lehman High School. We're at halftime here where the Cavaliers lead the Commodores 15-11 on a scoreboard. And with our first half stats, here is Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Jeff, and those stats brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And looking at the stat sheet right here, the stats really tell you the story. And 3 of 14 here for the Commodores shooting. And 0 of 4 from 3. They have 5 of 9 from the line. They've relied on the free throw line to get half of their offensive output. 13 boards for them and 19 turnovers. Tough number to look at, and Lehman's had a lot of opportunities, and really since they scored a good chunk of their 15 points early on, it's been nothing really for them from the field. 2 of 4 from the line, 18 boards and 16 turnovers, and the scoring breakdown looks like this for the Commodores. They have Hall, and then they also have 5 from Awani Hall, and they have 6 from Mary Hurston is their scoring output. And then looking on the flip side for the Cavaliers, they're led by Mara O'Leary, who has 6 points. Carolyn Westner has 2 points. Colleen O'Leary, 2 points. Taylor Geisey with 3, and Heidi Toner with a deuce. And there are first half stats, again, brought to you by Wagner's IGA.
Well, thank you, Brandon. And the stats there, the tall tale factor, if you will. The big frustration has got to be the turnovers. I mean, that was key. There was many turnovers for either team, really get no offensive rhythm, and it made it very difficult for either team to really get in any consistency. As Joe Turner stops in and gives his words of advice here, officiating, we'll get started here. One of the 3 officials doing our game tonight right in front of us, and we'll get started with Perry Commodores. Again, they're in the red jerseys, the Cavaliers of Lehman Catholic, the home white with blue letters and numbers trimmed in yellow. And we're underway. Man-to-man defense by the Cavaliers.
Again, are they both going to apply that half court or that full 3/4 court pressure that they were both applying at the end of the first half? And I think you keep up that pressure with the amount of turnovers that were produced in the first half.
Shot taken by Lee, was blocked by O'Leary. Offensive rebound though, and then they turn it over. So kind of a tough break there for the Commodores as they will fail to get a shot really off uncontested, and Cavaliers started their half-court offense, working, looked like a little half-court trap defense. Toner a couple of tries, no good. Patton with the rebound. And there's a whistle to stay with the Cavaliers. It looked like, Brandon, the Commodores jumped, tried to double team the ball real quick, and then good ball movement by the Cavaliers. Toner got a couple of looks.
Try to kind of scare the point guard there, so to speak.
Wessner, two-pointer, no good. With the rebound and space, Miani Hall will go the distance and cannot quite finish. Nice move, shielded, used her body to shield the defense off, and a tough break for Hall. She comes up empty, but again, a live ball opportunity for Hall, and she was in control, just could not get the shot to drop, and then committing the foul will be number 2, Bryce James.
And in a game like this where it's low scoring, you got to capitalize on opportunities like that, like Hall. You know, she did a nice job of shielding her body, just couldn't quite finish it. And just really struggling here on offense here tonight, are both teams.
Pass deflected, but able to secure it as O'Leary, and Lehman Catholic will reset their offense. Mara O'Leary kicks out after getting some penetration. There's the number 2, will commit her second foul here of the half, and she's already walking to the bench, and not for sure. That's got to be her third, I think.
Yeah,
they don't have a board that displays it.
She knew it right away, too. She knew what she did, and I think she might have got hit in the stomach there, too.
Flatfoot up to Toner. A lot of the offense here has been around the three-point line or around the perimeter against the man-to-man defense by the Commodores. Patient right now are the Cavaliers. It's definitely the longest they've held the ball, I think, all game, Brandon,
and
as far as, you know, there's no shot clock, but boy, this is the longest they've milked it. Jump shot by Wessner short. Coming away with the defensive rebound was Lexena Lee, and the Commodores, again, will try to cut into this 4-point lead. They've trailed probably the whole game.
Yes, they have, yep. And that's not a bad last possession by Lehman either. I think the way the offense has been, a 4-point lead seems like a 10-point lead. And I think if you slowly move the ball like that, that's what Lehman wants to keep continuing to do. And because they've struggled from the field shooting. I mean, we know that. I mean, you look at they missed their last 14 shots in the field.
Hurston has been very good at the line. She was 5 of 6, now 5 of 7. 6 of 8. Nice rotation for the sophomore. She now has 7 points. And I'm going to redo our trivia again, Brandon, for those of you that missed it earlier in the game, so I'll give you a chance to prepare your answer on
River and Stillwater.
No, don't say it yet. I said I'm going to ask a question. Doesn't mean you start shouting out answers. Wow, another turnover, as mentioned, Lehman Catholic in their first year of the Three Rivers Conference is going to the basket with a nice finish. Oh, Miani Hall, pretty quick play there. She now has 7. I think that how many did she score in her loss? She did not. She only had 2 points in their loss against Fort Jennings. But she has 7 here in the game. Does Miani Hall, and pretty athletic, quick player. But going back to Lehman Catholic, they're in their first season of what is now called the Three Rivers Conference, TRC. And that Three Rivers Conference is made up of 3 rivers that kind of weaves in through these schools that are in it. So, Brandon, you're on the clock. What are the 3 rivers? We just went over this an hour ago.
They're the Mad River, the Miami River.
Great Miami,
and the Stillwater River.
Yes. The Great Miami, the Mad, and Stillwater Rivers are the 3 rivers that conference was named after. Nice pass underneath. Good block by O'Leary. It'll stay with the Commodores. So a lot of good action there. Good ball movement and a good defensive play by Mara O'Leary. Watch the final play here is, again, recognizing the backdoor cut. And O'Leary, again, getting it while it was in the air, not while it was in the hand, as Purnell's jumper no good. It'll stay with the Commodores. This is an extended possession here. Turnovers have been a lot less, Brandon. We've only played 4 minutes, but
I think they've ran more offense too. I think was what helped both teams, and there's been less pressing.
3-pointer by Hurston off the mark. Good. That was kind of an impressive quick release by Hurston. Caught it, hopped back, and the shot was a little strong, but it was a pretty good fundamental jump shot or shot. Mara O'Leary is fouled in the act of shooting against number 5, Rayma Purnell. So O'Leary, 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. She has 6 points in the game, has a triple, a 2-point shot, and 1 free throw. That one off to the right side. In for the Commodores, number 11, Tiana Gordon, will replace Lexena Lee, and also number 15, Alexa Burgess, in for Dana Patton. Also for Lehman Catholic, number 4, Daria Lee replaces Heidi Toner. Now Mara O'Leary will try to make good on the second of her 2 tries. She leaves it short. Rebounded by Miani Hall, and she will bring it up. So Hall, with 7 points in the game, gives her team now a chance to take the lead. Again, they've trailed throughout. Hurston drives and is fouled. The whistle will go against Lehman Catholic. Picking up the foul is Mara O'Leary.
Again, a good opportunity here, a good out-of-bounds opportunity for Perry to score here if they can get something right out of this set piece here.
Well, they set up a screen for Burgess to maybe get a 3-point shot off, but it's a good job defensively by the Cavaliers to interweave themselves through the screen and prevent the opportunity. Just under 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Limited offense here in the quarter, just 3 points have been scored, and those were all by the Commodores. Purnell shot no good. Backside rebound. Right place, right time by Miani Hall. She not only scores, but gets fouled in the act by O'Leary. And O'Leary might have 3 fouls now. I think the fingers across the way do say 3. Watch the backside play here, Brandon.
Yep, and nobody there to box her out. She kind of just snuck in there from the wing, and nice job on her winner quality meets replay. And Hall now with 9 points with a chance to get into double figures here.
She did a nice job. She was on the opposite side of the ball, saw her teammate was getting ready to shoot, anticipated it, and then did a nice job attacking the basket. And right there for the errant shot she creates, or she completes, I should say, the 3-point opportunity. And the Perry Commodores now their first lead of the game, and they expanded by 1 to give them a 2-point lead, 17-15. There's a held ball possession. It'll stay with Perry. I'm sorry, with Lehman, as Perry commits the tie-up, as Heidi Toner kind of trying to drive through a bunch of players there, lost handle.
And really, Lehman needs to keep having a slow, methodical possessions here to try to get back in this ball game.
15-footer for Toner. Bounces around Brandon and finds the bottom of the net, their first 2 points of the half.
And that's a long, I think that's about 14 or 15 shots Lehman's missed in a row. Now they finally snapped that streak. 4 points for Heidi Toner in the ball game now.
Toner now defending in the corner there against Hurston. Bad pass, turnover. With the steal is Geisy. Her pass will be maintained. I thought for a second to be a turnover. Toner, who scored the last time down, her shot short. And there's a personal foul against Lehman Catholic's Layla Platfoot. So Toner got a good look, Brandon, and could not be fortunate enough, if you will, to get back-to-back buckets.
No, but I think the possessions are getting better right now here for Lehman, and need to get something going here, as it looks like Kayla Rank coming in for the first time.
Kaylee Rank, a freshman, replacing number 15, Plattfoot. And again, she might have some foul trouble. Plattfoot, I'm not sure how many she has, but she's getting some instruction, though, from their JV coach, Chad Plattfoot, on the bench. Patton over to Gordon, her shot off the mark. Saved momentarily, but into the hands of Geisy. She will go to the basket. Off the back iron or bankboard, no good, a little bit too strong. Right idea, Brandon, for Geisy to throw it off the glass, but just not enough touch. And
no. But a good opportunity in transition.
It's one of the easier chances they've had because they didn't have to play against the defense.
Exactly. It's all about converting those chances when you get them, and it's all about capitalizing on. But it's just been a struggle both sides offensively.
1 minute, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. We're knotted at 17 points apiece, a low-scoring affair. Patton, nice pass into Hall. Her kind of teardrop, I guess, shot. Doesn't go in, but Hall, a very nice athletic player, able to get kind of, she's one of the few girls that maybe can create her own shot.
Yeah, she really can, and she's really quick and athletic.
Toner to the basket, her shot off the mark. And there set is Hall with the rebound, and she will go the distance and finish on the left side with the right hand. Nice effort there.
And Hall.
So Hall having a nice game.
Hall been great in transition is what she does a nice job of. She really invites that contact and loves to be aggressive. And you have to, if you want to be a basketball player, you have to be aggressive. And that's exactly what Hall does.
Nice passing by the Cavaliers. A shot by Daria Lee, a little too strong, but boy, nice ball movement. Lee got a nice opportunity, a little bit contested, but could not cash in. And final 35 seconds here as the Commodores have battled back. Remember, Brandon, they were down maybe to begin the game 11-3.
Yeah, they were. And Lehman had a hot start, and ever since it's been really a struggle offensively. But nice transition bucket by Geisy.
Much needed points off turnovers. And Geisy now with 5 finishes with a high percentage shot on the left side of the basket. Final 10 seconds. Hall being worked on against O'Leary. Down to 5 seconds. Hall creates the foul.
I think one thing, Jeff, too, less turnovers this quarter. Each team only has 2 apiece this quarter. It's been better. We've seen a couple of them here lately, but early on through this quarter, and well, through the duration of this whole third quarter, we have seen better ball handling by both teams.
Patton for 3. Rebound at the buzzer, too strong by Burgess. And that is where the third quarter will end. We are tied at 19 all. After 3 8-minute periods of action, we will take a break and come back with the fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Final quarter of action here on this Clopay and Nidec Minster Sports presentation on NKTelco Sports. High school girls basketball early in the season here as Lehman Catholic enters this game with an 0-2 mark. Perry comes in 0-1 on the season, so each team looking for their first win here early on. And we're tied at 19 apiece, and with a nice, again, athletic, aggressive basketball move, Miani Hall creates and weaves and gets credited now with the foul in the act of shooting.
And right away, you see Hall, who's been easily Perry's best player, go right after Rank, who just entered the lineup here for Lehman, goes right after that match. I'm surprised Lehman, who just put Rank in, puts him right away on Hall, but Hall makes him pay and go right around as we see Rank go out and come back in as Carolyn Wesner.
Still looking at the stats here from their last game. Hall had 4 points. She now has 12 today. And her leading scorer in her first game was James. As both free throws are missed by Hall. Inadvertent buzzer by Mr. Richard Roll. Pushed the horn by accident, so that'll be a chance for the Perry Commodores to set up their defense. But their leading scorer in the first game was by Bryce James, and she hasn't played much. Yeah, maybe some foul trouble.
Yep.
Toner to the basket, draws contact. Good job attacking the basket where the Cavaliers on that press. You get the opportunity. You mentioned it, Brandon. Need to be aggressive. Need to take advantage of the opportunity.
Look at Toner on this replay, too. She straddles that left side, cuts right to the ball. She didn't just stand there and watch the play develop. She was the play. She strutted down that left side and created an opportunity there, and now it's getting to the line.
That free throw off the mark. I was thinking she had taken some free throws early on, but I do not have her down as any attempts.
And she did earlier, and they're 2 of 7 from the line right now, which has been a huge struggle for Lehman. Now make it 2 of 8, 25%.
O'Leary took him earlier. That's who it was. So Toner hit a baseline, a free throw jumper for a field goal. I think it was O'Leary Mara, who I thought in the third quarter missed 2 free throws.
Her and Geisy both have made a free throw here tonight.
(19-19) the score as we approach the 7-minute and 15-second mark of the final quarter. Too much contact up top on the ball handler. Caroline Wessner picks up the foul.
I think that's a tough one to take if you're laying. There's about minimal contact there, but nonetheless, a side out here for Perry right in front of their bench, and you can set up a side out of bounds play, something to get someone open for a shot here.
One-on-one opportunity will come up from Tiana Gordon. Gordon scoreless in the ball game. First.
I think we're confirming the fouls here. Potentially to see if it's a one-on-one opportunity or not.
Athletic Director Richard Roll running the scoreboard here. Still remains a 1-on-1, so Tiana Gordon, 5'5" sophomore, trying to dent the scorebook and give her team a 1-point lead. Plenty of arch. Misses, and Hall nearly comes up with the rebound, but instead it's number 11, Wessner. She will go straight to the basket. Leaves her layup a little bit short, but boy, good quickness by Wessner. Scramble for the basketball, and there's a true nearly a violation. There's a jump ball. So loose ball battle will stay with the Cavaliers. 19-19, exactly 7 minutes left to go, Brandon, and a couple opportunities for each team there.
Out of here, it's an out-of-bounds play. One of your best opportunities to score is off out-of-bounds plays.
Toner pulls up from 16, no good. O'Leary, her putback is missed. Rebound by Wester. This is going to be the third opportunity, and Toner converts. So third time was a charm. Toner converts and gives the Cavaliers a 2-point cushion.
Toner with 6 points now here on the night, and Lehman recaptures lead on our first National Bank thing for scoreboard.
Hall drives, kicks out, 3-point attempt by Hurston. No good. Backside rebound belongs to Lee. Turnover created by the Commodores. A double dribble called by Adam Bell, one of our other officials, and distributing the ball now. The other official is Jared Rush. And we mentioned Joe Turner earlier tonight. He's across the court there right in front of the Perry bench. The men in stripes tonight. O'Leary, we had a good angle on it, Brandon. She went hard, and you saw the defender Patton. Arm not totally straight up. A little bit of contact creates foul.
You saw Lehman go on that left block, that left side, a lot of times compared to that right side lately when they've been running this offense on this end of the court in the second half. It was a nice job by O'Leary to get down there. She's going to try to break that 6-point margin that she's on. She's tied right now with actually Toner for the team lead in points tonight.
6 points apiece as O'Leary has missed her past 4 free throws. Make it 5. 1 of 6 from the line for the sophomore as the Commodores will go to work here. They trail by 2. Pass picked up by Patton as Lehman got a hand on it, but not enough, and Patton was there to secure it for the Commodores. Purnell back up top to Hurston, over to Gordon. Man-to-man defense by the Cavaliers. Westner applying ball pressure, and we'll have a whistle and a timeout. And it is going to be a Perry Commodore timeout. Wait to see once it is full or 30. 30, we'll keep it right here. Remind again everyone that if you're watching tonight's game, it'll be replayed again on Sunday, November 27th at 2 p.m. That's also when these games will be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. You can check those games out on demand, and also check out nktelco.com/sports to find games that are available for your viewing pleasure. As we battle here into the 4th quarter, the Commodores trail by 2, Brandon, and it's, again, not an offensive masterpiece tonight, but teams working to find some rhythm. And Beth, there's been some, hustle plays. Both teams have definitely gone up and down the court at times and put some defensive pressure and battled for the basketball.
It's early on in the season. Both teams are trying to find their groove. That's the big thing. You got to try to find out which team, who are you? And both teams are trying to find a self-identity, especially Coach Mays in his first year here at Lehman, and he's trying to kind of bring his own style here. As we got, I think, a little bit of a condensation or something wet on the floor. Taking a second here to let the coaches wipe that off right in front of the Perry bench.
I'm not real sure.
So maybe spilled water, or if it's...
Yeah, but, I think both teams are searching for a true point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough job to run. I mean, you can be, because you are responsible for dribbling, handling, distributing, and there's always someone in your face. It's a big task to have, and not everyone can master that. And every year teams graduate players, so obviously you lose kids, and you hope that you're bringing some new ones up that can accept that challenge in that role. And if you don't have it, you see stuff like this, games with a lot of turnovers. I mean, kids trying to do maybe not their normal position, but they're forced into it because you need someone to do it. And usually a lot of turnovers just as a bad recipe to get any rhythm.
And there's not a lot of seniors either on either of these
Correct.
teams. They're both very young teams. We talked Perry doesn't even have a seniors, only 2 seniors on Lehman. So I think that contributes a little bit too to the effect of the amount of turnovers we've seen here tonight. It's been better in the second half. Only 3 turnovers for Perry and only 2.
Wow, that's a huge. What was the halftime stat again?
It was 19 and then 16 for Lehman. So it's been better this second half.
Better. That's a huge improvement.
That's a huge improvement. And I think it's starting to play together, and our teams are starting to mesh together better as well.
Well, after a little bit of a delay there following the 30-second timeout, we're back into action as they have the moisture or the spill cleaned up as Patton, baseline jumper no good, rebounded by Geisy, number 22 in Lehman Catholic. Again, we'll try to build this 2-point lead. It's been tight for the most part here. Lehman got off to a good start. I believe they were heading 11-3, and then their offense kind of took a nap for a while, and that allowed Perry to climb back in and eventually take the lead here in the quarter, I believe it was, or late in the end of the 3rd quarter. But other than that, it's been about a 1 or 2 or 2-point game, 4-point game throughout. Geisy shot off the mark. Defensive rebound by the Commodores. Hustling down the court is Hirschner. And her pass intended for Gordon, too much.
Again, you're starting to see a little more pressure here in the backcourt. Bryce James back at the ballgame. You said she was the lead scorer in that Fort Jennings game on Friday, and you're hoping to get a little more offense from her. It's been Muwani Hall and Hurston. They're the only 2 that are in the box score right now for Lima Perry, and there's 5 girls in the box score right now for Lehman.
Geisy doing a nice job there. And as I say that, she loses the handle in front of Rayma Purnell, good defense by Purnell, creating the turnover.
And that's a nice, you put that ball right out in front of there, and that's exactly what they teach you when that ball gets right out in front of there. Swat it away, put it away, and it's a nice job. Nice hustle for Purnell to get on the floor and create a turnover for her team.
Purnell up top now with the basketball, swings it over to Lee. Hurston back to Lee, over to James. She'll fire a three, no good. Rebounding the errant shot is Layla Plattfoot. Freshman being handled by, defended I should say, by a very quick Miani Hall. And Hall knocks it away, but it'll stay with the Cavaliers. 4 minutes, 24 seconds to play. Toner gets through a couple would-be defenders. Baseline jumper by O'Leary, tough shot. Net without glass. And O'Leary scores the field goal, her 8th point of the game.
You know, credit Heidi Toner there. She drove and the defense collapsed on her and she unselfishly kicked that out. Credit Heidi Toner as much as O'Leary for making that shot.
Trying to answer is Hall. Her shot missed. And O'Leary with a good rebound, and there's a foul. There'll be a 6th team foul, so it'll be ball out of bounds. You mentioned a pass by Toner. It was a good drive by Toner. Toner coming in as a possession, or I guess it was more of a jump ball, not a foul. But the Toner, not only with a good dribble drive, it was a good pass. And it gave it to O'Leary in rhythm that she could get a shot off. As O'Leary trying to advance the ball, has it go off of her hip. Turnover Cavaliers.
I think you sense a little more desperation here from Perry. I think that's why they picked up the pressure. In a low-scoring game like this, 4 points seems like a lot. So I think that's been big. So, and you see Lehman responding right now with pressure as well. We haven't seen too much full-court pressure from the Cavs in the second half.
No, I don't. I think both teams went hard at it in the first half and
backed off.
Yes, maybe that's probably why we haven't seen quite as many turnovers. James, wow, nice pass by James, and Miani Hall with a nice jump shot off the glass.
That is now, I'm trying to count, 15 for her in the ball game.
Shot taken by Geisy off the mark. Jump ball, held ball will go to the Commodores. Hall now, you mentioned, I think she has 14. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm trying to, I just quickly add in and.
Take it back, there's a foul down here. So there's a foul on Lehman Catholic.
Yeah, she has 14, you're correct.
And now
14
Hall,
from Hall and 7 from Hurston.
And the only 2 players for Commodores to score. So Hall now will have a one-on-one opportunity. That's 8 team fouls against the Cavaliers of Lehman. The bank is open.
15 now for her. So Colleen O'Leary back in the lineup.
Number 3, 5'5" sophomore, Hall. It hit the net. It should be, they'll say it just touched the front of the iron, so that's not a violation. As Adam Bell signals he saw a change in rotation. It's close.
I don't think it hit it, but I thought it only got net as well. I think that's a missed call right there, but
well,
it happens.
Drive and shot. Well, I mentioned how Bryce James had been scoreless and how she scored 13 in her opener, but able to get a nice shot off the bank board as Lehman's gonna have trouble getting across the timeline here. They will break the count and get it in time. So 3 minutes, 4 seconds left to play in the game. Commodores have a 1-point lead. We have a timeout called by Lehman. It's a full timeout. We will take one with them. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, Securcom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, Securcom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics and data, and cabling. And
Welcome back from the Precision Strip timeout here in Lehman Catholic High School. 24-23, the Commodores on top of the Cavaliers as we approach the final minutes of action here in the fourth quarter. As our timeout clock now down to 5 seconds. You see that on your screen, and we'll pop up the game time right about
just 3:04
now, 3:04. So 3:04 left. A lot of time for a lot of stuff to happen.
Exactly.
So give credit to the Commodores. They've had a little bit of a run here. They trail by 2 points or 3 points. They've battled back now. They have a 1-point lead. O'Leary from 13 feet, no good. The other O'Leary, Mara with the rebound. They are not sisters. I was told they are cousins. So the O'Leary cousins connect on offense there. And Mara, who struggled from the free throw line, 1 of 6, will try to cash in for this one-on-one opportunity.
And as a team, they're 2 of 10, and it'll be 2 shots here for O'Leary off the shot.
Oh, that was, I'm sorry, it was a shooting foul.
Yes. And now back in the lineup, Lexiana Lee for Perry.
For the second opportunity.
And talk about one of the keys to the game was make free throws for Lehman as they get the second one there. So start getting on track there.
Well, that was a big make, as you mentioned. It was a key as the turnover was a nice shot by number 13, Mary Hurston. Nice pivot and release above her head. But yes, free throws have kind of hampered the Cavaliers here today. They've definitely left some points on the foul line, if you will. Back to now a 2-point lead for the Commodores. Just under 2.5 minutes to play.
Keep running your offense if you're Lehman here. It's been working lately.
Fouled in the act. Geis moved. She crossed over. I thought she was kind of dribble off to the right and dribble out. She crossed over. And she will now have 2 shots as well. She's fouled in the act.
Again, tough shooting night here for Lehman. She gets 2 shots to the 1-on-1, so it would have been free throws no matter what. But she'll get 2 instead of 1, so.
Back iron, no good. And the free throw shooting woes continue in for the Cavaliers. Plattfoot replacing 14, Colleen O'Leary. Toner makes good on her first free throw of the night. 7 points in the game for Toner, and it is a 1-point Commodore lead. Clock running as we approach the final couple minutes of the game here. As right now Perry, I won't say has it in freeze mode, but
just trying to run through offense and get a good clear shot, and they got away with the travel there.
3-point shot by James off the mark. And the Cavaliers with the rebound, a chance here to take the lead. And I believe there's a whistle, and there was a foul, or was it a violation? Or
I think it was out of bounds.
Just knocked out of bounds. Geisy will pull the trigger from the sideline right at the half-court line. They hand it off to Flatfoot. Cross-court pass to Wessner, kicked out. Toner will take it to the rim. Her shot no good. Rebounds her own shot and squeezes it around the rim and off the glass, and then a 1-point Cavalier lead.
Keep feeding it to Heidi Toner. She's been really the man for Lehman here. Let her cook on the inside.
Timeout by the Commodores with 1:23 left. 1-2-3 left in the fourth quarter. And it will be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout with them as well, watching high school girls basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
Precision Strip, Tom and Jerry's, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Carriage Works, New Knoxville Supply Company.
Welcome back to Lehman Catholic High School following the Precision Strip timeout. 1-2-3 left. 1 minute, 23 seconds left to play here. A lot of action left to to be displayed here as what's going to happen here in this final seconds as the Commodores have taken a timeout. They now trail by 1. And it looks like Cavaliers fall back into a zone defense. They've been playing man-to-man. Nearly a foul there on Geisey's.
Oh, ball went right through the hands of Milani Hall, who's been fantastic tonight here for Perry. I like the idea of going for zone for Lehman. Keep any penetration lanes closed if you're Lehman.
They get the ball into O'Leary, and too much defense, if you will, from the backside. And Lexena Lee will put number 5, Mara O'Leary, at the charity stripe. She made her last free throw she attempted. Now 2 of 8 in the game, and this will be a 1-on-1. She made her first free throw of the night and made her last one, and sandwiched in between those two were 6 misses. The first one is nothing but net, so 2 in a row for O'Leary.
And hit him when it matters right now. Get another one. It kind of extends the floor, makes it a 3-point game instead of 2. It'd be huge here.
10 points now in the game for the sophomore. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Purnell. Up the side it goes to James. Hurston for 3. Strong, no good. Rebounded backside by O'Leary. She has had a handful, probably close to 10 rebounds, I'm guessing, in the game for Mara O'Leary. Came up with a big one there on the errant shot. Toner. Baseline jumper by Mara O'Leary, no good. Scramble on the court. Held ball will go over to the Commodores.
Kind of an unwarranted shot there, I think, by O'Leary. They had a 2-point lead as Milani Hall comes up. Looks like she's fine, but I think an unwarranted shot there. Run through your offense.
It was pretty quick.
And
it was pretty
very quick. I think it's only there if you're open. And she was open, but I think she pulled the trigger just a little fast when to put that dagger in, so to speak.
When you think you have a lead, you can pull it out, maybe force them. Of course, maybe she thought her chances were better hitting the jumper than the free throws. So yeah, it's one of those shots where the coach is like, no, no, no. And if it goes in, you're like, yes. And if it doesn't go in, then you second guess it. So a timeout on the court. And I'll see again here. It's called by Perry. It's a 30. We'll stay here. So final seconds, as that's the time of the, I forgot, Brandon, how much time was looking for.
It's a little over 30 seconds, I believe.
We're under a minute to go. Want to remind everyone our Player of the Game award, Brandon and I will select, will be sponsored by NKTelco. That will go to a Lehman Catholic player. Our stats and recap segment is brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Our timeout sponsor that we're in right now is Precision Strip. And our MVP sponsors are Clopay and Nidec Minster. Our 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. Thank you to a few of those sponsors helping us bring you this high school girls basketball game here on this Tuesday before Thanksgiving. 29.6 and clock running. Now, Lehman looks like they stay in zone. Maybe they went, I think they did stay in zone.
Yep, looks like they're going that way. They're crashing hard on the inside, forcing outside shots.
Strong off the mark was Hall's shot, and the backside rebound was there for Caroline Wessner. And pretty much what the Commodores had to do is Bryce James commits the immediate foul.
Yeah.
That might be her 5th.
and that's exactly what Lehman wanted to do. They wanted to keep the penetration, particularly wanting Hall out of the key, and they did. And Hall shot the three, and it was overshot by quite a bit. And they get the rebound. Lehman gets the rebound, an opportunity to help extend this lead.
I believe it's a 1-on-1. This will be the last one. It is 1-on-1 as Perry has committed 9 team fouls. Westner, her first free throw attempts of the game. Big ones here. That one no good. Rebounded by the Commodores. Gordon with the basketball, under 10 seconds. Ball knocked away, and there's a whistle and a foul. Turnover on the Commodores, and then the personal foul against Rama Purnell. 2.6 seconds left.
Now I think, if you miss, or if you make the first one, do you intentionally miss, or do you try to, with the way Lehman shot free throws tonight, we know they've been well under 50%. Do you intentionally miss that? Perry can't set up an out-of-bounds play, but we'll see here.
I don't know if Perry has any more timeouts left. If they don't.
They have 2 left.
2 timeouts left? Oh, you're right. Okay, so got to keep that in mind too, because they can get a quick timeout and then advance it on the next timeout to half court and then go to work. But first things first. 2-shot foul is.
It looks like it was a double bonus there.
It was.
But now do you intentionally miss, or what do you do?
I'd say you make it because they have timeouts. They can still call timeouts a couple times. Geisy misses both. Clock running. And there's the final horn. The Cavaliers survive a 2-point victory for the Cavaliers over the Commodores in a back-and-forth game. And we'll take a short break. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up here with our Wagner's IGA stats and recap here on NKTelco Sports.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
Like conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable, and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Hometown Opportunity, Sweeterman's Pharmacy, SecureCom, Ferguson Construction.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are our most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our New Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Welcome back to Lehman Catholic High School, where the Cavaliers prevail by 2 points over the Commodores, 28-26. With our final stats, here is Brandon Coverman.
Thanks, Jeff. And our stats, as always, brought to you by Wagner's IGA. And looking at the stats, they tell you the story of this game: 9-34 for Perry from the field, 0-13 from three-point land, 8-17 from the charity stripe, 31 rebounds, 24 turnovers. Shooting for Lehman, 11-49. Most of that shooting dominance coming from the strong offensive rebounding in the first half. 1-9 from three. They did not shoot a three-pointer in the second half. 5-19 from the free throw line, which was a struggle, but Lehman got it done. 32 rebounds, 21 turnovers. The individual scoring looks like this for Perry. They had 2 points from Bryce James, 15 from Milani Hall, and 9 from Mary Hurston. Looking on the flip side for Lehman, they had Mara O'Leary had 10, I believe, from what I had. And 10, and Wesner had 2. Carolyn Wesner 2. Colleen O'Leary 2. Taylor Geisy had 6. And Heidi Toner had 9. And congratulations to Coach Mark Mays in getting his first win at Lehman.
Yep, the first one was always a special one, and better sooner than later. So they even a record at not even, but they go to 1-2 on the season, whereas Perry drops to 1-1 or 0-2 on the season. Sorry, Perry 0-2, and Lehman now 1-2 on the season. So Cavaliers, Brandon, survived a 3 of 13 free throw shooting disaster in the fourth quarter and then win by 2. So that's the important thing. They kept Perry in the game by those misses, but they hold on for a big 2-point win. Before we sign off here, I'd like to announce our Player of the Game award tonight by NKTelco, and that award goes to
Heidi Toner, Player of the Game. You know, she had 9 points, and I know O'Leary led with 10, but I think Heidi Toner, after talking about it, she made the most impact there. She's a senior. She's been a valuable player for this team, and she did a nice job in setting the tone for their first win of the season. So congratulations to Lehman on the big win tonight over Perry. Hopefully they can keep this momentum going forward.
Job well done, and congratulations again to Heidi Toner. Our camera person tonight is Mark Thistle. Our director tonight, Scott Robinson. Our assistant director, Bryce Hamrick. For my partner tonight, Brandon Coverman, I am Jeff Henson. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast. And once again, your final score, Lehman 28, Perry 26. Thank you for watching here on NKTelco Sports.